This is your new Boxlight panel. Not every room currently has one. As we progress through the next couple of years, eventually all Promethean boards will go away. You might notice that the Promethean board is still behind the panel right now, or installed to the wall in your room. Ignore that. They are unplugged. They will not be used again. Eventually they will be removed. Again, this is your new Boxlight panel. You can see it's off right now. Right down here at the bottom, dead center, you have a button, a single button here. Click, it will turn on. I've already turned this panel on, so it's gone through its boot up sequence. A solid red ring is telling you that the panel is powered, but off. Blue solid ring, the panel is booted and on. If you see the colors changing between red and blue, the panel is powered on, booted, but is simply asleep. So you can tell the difference with it being booted, and if it's only been asleep for a little while, it will instantaneously wake back up. The boot sequence is not that bad. It only takes about 20-30 seconds at the most. Once it's on, this is your Boxlight. Mimeo is the company that makes them. This is the Android home screen for the panel. It is technically a smart panel. It is multi-touch, as in you can have up to 10 points of touch at one time. We'll explain that why that's significant in a little bit. Yes, there are some options here. It's really not worth going through them right now for this the purpose of this video. What we're trying to accomplish here, showing you basic functions, how to use it, and go through a few troubleshooting steps. If you see this screen, great, the unit's on, but what we really want to do is show the connected computer. You can see right now the computer on this, in the LMC, computer's on the left-hand side, just because that's where the plugs are to make it work for the computer to plug into the wall and function. Unfortunately, these came with some shorter cords for right now, so that you can see why the computer's kind of close. Eventually, if we can get some longer cables, we can kind of maneuver things a little bit better, but please just leave, if the room's been set up, which they all have, leave it be for the time being. The computer plugs in with only two cables. You have an HDMI cable and a USB cable. They run from the back of the computer. Back here, you have an HDMI cord and a USB cord that all run, if you're looking at the panel, to the right-hand side. Plugged into touch 1 and HDMI 1. They shouldn't be plugged in anywhere else for right now. There's one power cord that runs from the back, it runs from the bottom of the unit into a surge protector at the bottom. That surge protector then runs to power in the wall. If you have no power at all, it does not turn on. There's no power, there's no colored light around the button at all. Make sure that the unit is plugged into the surge protector is plugged into the wall, and the surge protector is on. There is a power switch on the surge protector. So now we have power, we have video and USB connected for touch purposes. The unit's on. Over here on the left and right hand side, there's a little kind of half hidden arrow. I call it the pull tab. We can open that up. And the one I really want to draw your attention to right now is how to show the computer. At the bottom, you have the switcher option, which will show you the general settings right here. This is also, so you can see your volume is right here. The brightness of the screen. And then your video choices. Right now we are currently sitting on the Android home screen, showing you that Boxlight screen behind it. We want to move to HDMI 1, and you can tell that HDMI 1 is active by the dot that's below HDMI 1. We can click on that. We will switch over to HDMI 1, make the computer up, and you can see we're displaying right there. Right now we are in duplicate mode. For a reminder about what duplicate and extend mode are, remember, just like the Prometheans had that choice, the same choice exists here. You can be in duplicate mode or extend mode. Remember the window key? Just two buttons over from the space bar, you got the window key and the letter P. Hold down the window and tap P. And then up on your screen, you'll get a menu on the right hand side, gives you the option to duplicate or extend. Duplicate shows the same thing on both. Extend makes it so that it is one large monitor, so it's like you could say, you could show one thing here, one thing there. Keep in mind that in extend mode, touch does not work. Only in duplicate right now. If you need to use the touch feature, please be in duplicate mode for now. Extend might work in the future once there's a different feature update, but for right now, stay in duplicate if you need to touch. So we're in duplicate. At this point, I mean, that's really the basic functions of this entire thing. It works exactly like the Promethean board, just no projector, no bulb. Okay, it's all one unit.